What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another reading here on my channel. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Oh, okay. This is taking a minute, so I will fast forward or edit out the shuffle just to let you know, please. Alright, so we got the crown chakra first. And then we got the heart chakra. And then we have the throat chakra. Alright, so just right off top, before I even get into the cards, I'm hearing speak your mind, free your mind, however that go. Because we have the throat chakra, and then also connecting with prayer. Make sure I'm recording. Alright, and also connecting with prayer, expressing yourself through prayer, and then also more positive self-talk, working on your self-esteem. I'm not sure who I'm tapping into, but I just heard self-esteem issues will improve the more you talk nicely to yourself, and the more that you communicate when you're not being talked nice to. And then also focusing on your journey and your journey alone, and not comparing yourself to others, not competing with others, because let's get into it. Crown chakra, one with all. I feel the divine force flowing through me. I honor this, and I know that it flows through all. I am calm in knowing that I am one with all, and I contemplate and meditate on this fact. So it's basically like everybody is human, including you, and try not to cultivate self-hate because of that reason. Everybody is special in their own way. It's just up to you to connect with spirit and connect with your higher self in order to identify what makes you special. I regularly remind myself that we are all from the same source, and that we are all on a journey as spiritual beings experiencing this physical existence. So that means nobody is higher than you and nobody is lower than you. I am aware that I have a choice as to how I respond to what is happening in my life. My response is having an enormous effect on my spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical well-being. So definitely tapping in and checking yourself and checking your triggers, understanding why you're triggered, understanding why you're irritated, understanding why you are comparing yourself, and just really digging into why you may or may not have issues with yourself. I don't know who this is for, because the next card is acceptance of self. So that's what I'm talking about, like self-esteem issues. It's like you are comparing yourself to other people. You like competing with other people. And if this is who I think it is watching my channel, yeah, you got some inner work that you need to do on yourself really at the end of the day. Some shadow work needs to be done, and you have brought this upon yourself due to your constant comparison and constant competing and constant negative self-talk that you have, that you impose on yourself. While you also project it onto other people. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am, and I remind myself that I cannot feel any better than life about how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. So this also could be, if you're watching me and it's not your energy, you could be around people that don't feel good about themselves, so they're projecting that energy onto you. That is not your energy. Make sure you tap in with yourself, with your inner spirit, so that you can reground yourself and you can reroute yourself back to your own self-love, your own thoughts, reuniting with the oneness within, because people may be around you that are miserable. That's what I'm hearing, miserable with their lives, and they could be projecting onto you and trying to make you miserable. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I am unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? So I'm hearing these people may be overindulging, they may be drinking too much, they may be smoking too much, they may be fucking too much, they may be shopping too much. They're just doing too much of something because they are running from themselves. They have a low acceptance rate. That's what I just heard. So basically, I'm just heavy on, do not let them project this energy onto you. It's not your energy. You have to connect with spirit, and also use your throat chakra to set boundaries wherever you need to set them. Block them. That's what I just heard. Change your number if you have to. I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. So these people are lacking gratitude. So I knew it was some type of comparison energy, because they're not grateful for what's right in front of them. These people can have more than you, yet they aren't happy. They aren't accepting that everybody has their own story. They're not accepting that they are one and the same as everybody else. They're not accepting that people that they come across is only a reflection of themselves, and whatever they see in another person that triggers them is what they feel they lack within them. So it's like a conversation that they really just need to have with themselves. But if you've done this work and you've had these conversations with yourself, like, you're thriving. Like, this is basically saying that you're in good energy. You recognize that you are one with all. Your faith is intact. You accept yourself wholeheartedly. Your self-love is intact. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forward from here. So that's the energy that you're in. You've already accepted yourself, where you are and how you are. You've done the work. You've done the shadow work. You've done research on your flaws. Basically, you've done a SWOT analysis on your life and who you are as a person. You've gotten in control of your overindulgences. You've gotten control over your addictions. You've gotten control over your environment and the people that you would let around you. Connect with spirit, throat chakra. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self. Before I even read the card, I said that, or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. So a lot of you guys could be in meditation or isolation, kind of just guarding yourself from these different energies or these different entities, because these people are really just trying to send stuff to you and project onto you. And they don't have to be in the kitchen doing no like woo-woo shit, but then again they might. But they could literally just be sitting around gossiping about you, talking about you, because they can't accept that everybody's journey, is different from theirs, and they don't really want to do the work to find out what their beaten path is, what their path is. I keep hearing a lack of acceptance of self. I listen for the guidance that's there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth, and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. So, like I said, I'm getting two sides. So, like, some of you are like, you're good. Like, you're watching me. This is you seeking out spiritual truth. You kind of checking in with spirit. You praying, asking God if you're on the right track. You getting a good private support. Like, you chilling. You following your intuition. You listening to your inner guidance. You, like I said, you're connected with your oneness. You're connected with your higher self because you've accepted yourself wholeheartedly. But on the other hand, there are people who are rejecting their own truths that they know to be true about themselves, and they are rejecting spiritual inspiration from other people because they're too busy comparing themselves as to why they don't have that gift, or why they, basically a lot of why them and not me type shit. I would benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. Everybody needs to just chill out. One side needs to just shut up and be quiet, and the other side, continue to do what you were doing. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. I'm also hearing like divination abusers, so these people could also be using divination to possibly spy on you. Going more so into the dark side of things and looking, but this is just going to stir up more shadow work and dark night of the soul type situations within themselves. Basically, just making people hold themselves accountable for their own bullshit, exposing themselves to themselves, if you will, and it could be causing them to go into some type of frenzy. But what I just also read are ways that they can kind of like come up out of that, but they may be too far gone and too stubborn to do their work. So it's just up to you to continue to develop a quiet mind, maintain your peace, maintain your space, stay prayed up, continue loving on yourself, continue accepting yourself, and just also give them grace. Understand that we all are one, and it may be in a point in your life where you had low self-worth and you had low self-esteem and you had to work through that. You may not have projected it onto other people, but just understand where these people are, and, yeah, do with that what you will.